The European Commission has announced a $110 million package to support Sudan to address root causes of irregular migration and displaced persons. The European Union has also pledged to continue its humanitarian aid for the East African nation. The announcement came after a meeting between foreign ministers from Sudan and the European Union. Sudan has been holding discussions with the European Union about the implementation of the Valletta Action Plan adopted in November of 2015, which aims to support African countries within the framework of Rabat and Khartoum processes to promote development and eradicate poverty. Let's get you more now on this development in Sudan. And CCTV's Jack Barton is joining me live from the EU headquarters in Brussels. Jack, what more can you tell us though about this package for Sudan, and how exactly does the European Union reconcile this move with the prevailing sanctions against Sudan?
Well, there were some thorny discussions still between Sudan's foreign minister, other foreign ministers here, but also the EU's foreign policy chief, Federica Mogherini, who said the discussions also focused on ending conflict in Sudan, about creating a more inclusive society, a more inclusive government. But it does represent a dramatic shift in diplomacy compared to what we saw just a few years ago, when Sudan was certainly considered essentially a pariah state by the European Union. This is certainly a much higher level of engagement than we have really seen in the past few years. The package itself is aimed at, as you mentioned, under the Valletta Action Plan, eradicating poverty, promoting development, but really it is all about that the European Union's migration program, or trying to end its refugee crisis, a crisis around asylum seekers, but also economic migrants. And the EU hopes that by targeting countries like Sudan, but also we've seen in the recent package to the Horn of Africa countries, particularly with Sudan, that they can improve the lives of people in countries of origin, but also targeting countries of transit. So it's all part of a new strategy, but certainly it is part of a new level of engagement with Sudan, one that is likely to increase over the rest of the year.
All right, Jack Barton for us there in Brussels.